the beautiful scene. Sweet chords from their gold harps are ringing. How beautiful heaven must be. How beautiful heaven must be. Sweet home of the happy and free. Fair haven of rest for the weary. How beautiful heaven must be. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found, was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear the hour I first believed. When we've been there 10,000 years, bright shining as the sun, we've no less days to sing God's praise than when we first begun.
Good morning, everybody. I don't know how we're going to do this, but we're going to do it. For years, I've done live television and never used a script, never used a teleprompter, and maybe today I kind of wish I had one because I really don't know how we're going to get through the day, but we are. The young man that we're honoring would have been Tori's husband in a short time, would have been my grandson forever, my grandson-in-law. I love Brian. I talked to him on Thursday. We were laughing, we were cutting up, we were making plans. And on Friday morning, she got a call from him. He was bleeding internally. She called an ambulance, called the sheriff's department. She was in Georgia. He was at his home in Kentucky. Sadly, she did get to be with him at the end, but it was not good. And Brian actually passed away at the same age her mother did. It's so emotional. It's a tough time. But at this time, we have to honor his life. And the only way I know to do it is to be here today. He was raised by amazing Christian parents. He's gone to be with Jesus. So as we mourn and as we suffer, he's rejoicing with his parents. So today's going to be a day of Mr. Ellijay music. It's going to be a day of gospel songs that comfort our heart. It's going to be a day that I had to be here to tell y'all to please pray for Tori. I don't know how she's going to get through this. I absolutely do not know how she's going to do it. She's struggling. She says all I want to do is sleep because if I'm awake, I'm thinking, and I don't need to think right now. It is a tough, tough time. When I talked to Brian on Thursday, and we were laughing and we were cutting up about I was going to visit, and they were going to give me a tour of the city, and we were going to do this. I wish I'd done it earlier. I wish I'd gone to see them sooner. I wish that things had been different, but God's plan is perfect, and we must accept that. We don't always like it, but we have to accept it. Tori is struggling, and I don't know what we're going to do. I don't know what we can do for her. She and Brian had a life together for years, and then she chose her career to go to Alaska. Now that's him and his dad. His dad passed last year. Brian's had a tough time. He was an only child. He loved his parents, and God knows they loved him. And the last year, I told Tori, I said, maybe this is God's plan. God brought you back from Alaska to give Brian the best year of his life because they have had so much fun. They've gone so many places. They were at a ball game Saturday before last. I mean, they were doing things. They were having fun. They were making plans for their future. And their future won't be together. Of course, one day they'll be together. But it was so crazy, shocking, because we knew that he had a hernia. He had some medical issues that we knew about, but never. He'd made an appointment with a GI specialist. So this is my advice to everybody today. If you think something is going on with your body, get an appointment. Don't wait. Don't sit and say, well, maybe this will pass, maybe that. No. Brian loved music. He and Tori had a trip planned in September. They were going to go see some of their bands and some of the groups they loved. They loved each other. And I said, I've gotten comfort in reading all the messages he sent me about my precious granddaughter and how much he loved her and how much he appreciated her. And I said, if it hadn't been for that, so thank God for text. Thank God for video recordings because I have videos of him. Thank God for today's, we have the ability to record their voice and to hear their voice again. So Thursday, when I hung up with him and told him I loved him, I never dreamed it would be the last time I'd talk to him on this earth. But Brian Matthew Smith, you were loved. You were loved. So today is about music. It's about sharing your grief and your joy through music. And so, of course, we've chosen some of Mr. Ellijay's gospel. And we're just going to get through this day because y'all have got to help me get Tori through this. I don't know how she's going to do it. She left Alaska and moved to the borderline of Kentucky and Ohio so she could be near Brian and they could start their life together. And she got an amazing job in Cincinnati, Ohio. So now she's all the way up there with nobody that she knows other than the people she works with, and she's starting a new life. And the life was not intended for her to be alone there. So it's going to be tough. It's going to be hard. She said, everywhere I look, I see Brian and I. So it's going to be hard. So y'all, please pray for her. Please pray that we can get her through this. I don't know how she's going to do it, but she will. She will. And we will give her strength in prayer. So we're going to share some more music with y'all. And we're going to share just today, we find comfort in music often. Often one song will get us through a day. And so I've chosen some of Tori's favorites. She loves Loretta Lynn. She loves Blue-Eyed Kentucky Girl. You know, Love is the Foundation is a song that says it all about a great relationship. So we've chosen some stuff that I think Brian would be smiling and laughing about, because he was a rocker and she was a country girl, and then they loved rock and roll together. So we're going to share music with y'all, and I'm going to ask you each and every one to put Tori on your prayer list, because it is going to be, I won't say an impossible time, but a very, very hard time. She is really struggling, and we need to help her through this. So thank God her daddy is up there with her. And I hope that he can stay until whatever happens. She has a wonderful job. She has a wonderful boss. She is very fortunate, but she's a long way from family and a long way from truly home. So let's get through the day with some great music. Here we go.
Hello, Mama. I just called to tell you all those prayers that you prayed for me, they were not in vain. Something happened tonight while traveling down this dusty road, and I thought that you should be the first to know that I am not the same. Now all those dreary days are over now. Those sleepless nights are past, and all those prayers that you have prayed so long, they're answered now at last. For I'm not the boy that I used to be. Mama, you can sleep tonight, for I found Jesus. Now everything's alright. And I remember every night before I'd go to sleep, I'd hear you ask the Lord my soul to keep, that I might find the way. And I'm so thankful that through all my loneliness and all those wasted years, Mama, your prayers, they kept on ringing in my ear every night and day. Now all those dreary days are over now. Those sleepless nights are past, and all those prayers that you have prayed so long, answer now at last. For I'm not the boy that I used to be, Mama. You can sleep tonight, for I found Jesus. Now everything's alright. No, I'm not the boy that I used to be, Mama. You can sleep tonight, for I found Jesus. Now everything's alright. Oh, it's alright.
It's alright.
Abraham. Some glad morning when this life is over, I'll fly away to a home on God's celestial shore. I'll fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory. I'll fly away. When I die, hallelujah, by and by, I'll fly away. When the shadows of this life have grown, I'll fly away. Like a bird from prison bars has flown, I'll fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory. I'll fly away. When I die, almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, blowing like a breeze. Country roads take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, all my memories gather round her. Miner's lady, stranger to blue water, dark and dusty, painted on the sky. Misty taste of moonshine, teardrop in my eye. Country roads take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country road, I hear her voice in the morning hour. She calls me. The radio reminds me of my home far away. I'm driving down the road, I get a feeling that I should have been home yesterday. Yesterday, country roads take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, take me home. Country roads, take me home. Country roads.
Whether you're in the mood for chicken strips, a delicious burger, our classic banana split, or an upside-down thick blizzard treat, we've got you covered. Hot and fresh food every day, every time, and delicious DQ soft serve make the perfect pair at your favorite place. Not fast food, fan food fast. Your Blue Ridge, Ellijay, and Jasper Dairy Queens are your meet, eat, and treat headquarters.
Thank you for choosing DQ. How may I serve you?
Here's the deal. We gotta set ourselves up. See, retirement is the long game. We can't play about our future or our finances. Make moves, set up goals. Don't worry about a setback. Just save up, stack up to reach them. Let's put ourselves in the right position. Pre-game to greater things. This is pre-tirement.
anytime you can.
Whether you're swimming in the sea or splashing in the pool, making a masterpiece, or just making memories, writing a great American novel, or writing your term paper that's due tomorrow. Whatever you do in life, Farmers is here to protect it. For all your insurance needs, call Donald Curtis in Blue Ridge.
Today we are honoring a very, very special young man. Last Thursday when I talked to Brian, he was my Trump boy. He wore Trump socks, he wore Trump shoes, he wore Trump shirts. And he told me, he said, I've got a new Trump flag and I can't wait to put it out. He said, the Kentucky weather has been so bad. We've had tornadoes and storms and floods. But he said, now that the weather is calming down, I'm going to put out my new Trump flag. Today in America, we have so much to be thankful for. We have a commander-in-chief who loves our military. Brian's dad was Navy. He respected the military. Brian was a Trumper all the way. And we laughed about it because I have a grandson who's not a Trumper. And I said, Brian, you'll have to be my favorite grandson. Love that boy to death. And today we are honoring him. We are sharing his life, his legacy. He was an only child, and I know when his parents left this earth, he couldn't travel and go places with Tori because his mom was battling cancer. His mom lost her battle of cancer, but she went on to glory, and then his dad died, and now Brian has joined them. We don't know what tomorrow brings, so today, pick up the phone, call somebody you love, have a conversation with them because they may not be here tomorrow. And I think the hardest thing for Tori is going to be, they talked several times a day, every day. Your daily routine changes. I've been watching a very, very special widow in our market who, you knew her husband, we all loved Brownie, and I've seen what Vicky's going through and just the daily routine. And as I watched her, I never thought that Tori would be facing the same. Not the same because they weren't married for all those years, but when I look at the absence, when someone is absent from us, they are present with the Lord. So we have to just say, okay, this is God's plan. We're going to share some more music with you, and I want to share a very, very special time. Brian had never attended a military funeral, and the first one he attended was his father's. So we're going to share that with you. We honor our military today. We honor what happened over the weekend, and our military performed brilliantly. We honor the United States today. And Brian's dad was a big part of why we honor them as he went to war as in the Navy. He was riding those ships and he was doing his job. Here we go.
this song for you, baby.
Well, thank you.
I've seen him when he wakes in the morning. He reaches out his hand and without a word, as his fingers softly falls upon my face, he lights the flame of desire, makes me want him. And love is the foundation we lean on. All you need is love to ease your mind. Does it have to be right to be called love? When he gives me more loving than a lifetime of looking could ever find. And love is the foundation we lean on. All you need is love to ease your mind. And does it have to be right to be called? Don't cry. When he gives me more loving than a lifetime of looking could ever find. You left me for the bright lights of the town. A country boy set out to see the world. Remember when those city lights shine down? That big old moon shines on your Kentucky girl. I swear I love you by the moon above you. How bright is it shining in your world? Some morning when you wake up all alone, just come on home to your blue Kentucky girl. Don't wait to bring great riches home to me.
trumpet of the Lord shall sound, and time will be no more, and the morning breaks eternal, bright and fair, when the saved of earth shall gather over on the other shore, and the roll is called up yonder, I'll be there. When the roll is called up yonder, I'll be there. When the roll is called up yonder, I'll be there. When the roll is called up yonder, when the roll is called up yonder, I'll be there. Let us labor for the Master from the dawn till setting sun. Let us talk about His wondrous love and care. Then when all of life is over and our work on earth is done, and the roll is called up yonder, I'll be there. When the roll is called up yonder, I'll be there. When the roll is called up yonder, I'll be there. When the roll is called up yonder, when the roll is called up yonder, I'll be there. When the roll is called up yonder, I'll be there. When the roll is called up yonder, I'll be there. When the roll is called up yonder, when the roll is called up yonder, I'll be there. When the roll is called up yonder, I'll be there. When the roll is called up yonder, when the roll is called up yonder.
Sharing life, sharing your love, sharing your dreams. That's what life is about. We plan on building a life, often with somebody, and sometimes it doesn't come to be. We can look back on this last year. Tori risked everything to leave Alaska and to come back. She found an amazing job near Bryan. She took a gamble and packed up everything she owned. At that time, she was fighting some serious health issues. She had blood clots in her lungs and her legs, and we were so afraid that something would happen to her. In the long flight from Alaska, we said, "You're risking your life to come back here." And she said, "I have to do it, Nanny. We have to be together." She thought about it, she prayed about it, and she said, "This is what life was meant to be." Today, understand that this life is what it is meant to be for the time it is meant to be. I found this is so crazy, but somebody sent me this book years ago, and it always serves a purpose. The best preparation for tomorrow is to give life my best today. That's what Brian did. He enjoyed life to the fullest. He laughed. He was such a, I don't know, I loved talking to him. I loved visiting with him. I loved listening to what his plans were. I loved him telling me how special my granddaughter was. I loved so many things about him. Did I know that conversation was our last? Never. Never would have dreamed it. Never. So today, again, just look around you and say, who do I need to talk to? Who do I need to make a difference in their life? There's somebody out there that you need to pick up the phone and call. There's somebody out there that maybe you need to just drop by and visit. There's something from your life that you haven't finished yet. Maybe you should start to finish that part of your life. We look around and we make decisions based on so many crazy things. Make a decision based on your heart, because when it comes down to the end of life, your heart is what's going to hurt. Your heart is what is going to matter. Your mind and your logistics of how everything should be perfect, that's not going to happen. But your heart will happen just the way it was meant to happen. So I thank God for this last year that Tori and Brian had together. I thank God for all the late night phone calls. She'd call me at midnight. She'd call me at 1 a.m. She would say, Nanny, I'm doing it. I'm coming. I'm going to be with Brian. This is what life was meant to be. And it was. Was it fair that they only had this last year? I don't think so. But it is God's plan, and we can't argue that. So sit back. You're going to get to hear some more music. And I hope that this today, no matter what you're facing, there's somebody out there facing something just as badly as we are facing, just as tough as we are facing. It could be in a chemo room. It could be making plans for a loved one's last days. We never know what we're going to face, but He does. And He will give us the strength if we will just ask. Sometimes I wonder how much strength do we need? We will need exactly what He sends us. So let's go back to some wonderful music.
As I travel through this pilgrim land, there is a friend who walks with me, leads me safely through the sinking sand. It is the Christ of Calvary. This will be my prayer, dear Lord, each day, that I may do the best I can. For I need the light to guide me day and night. Blessed Jesus, hold my hand. Jesus, hold my hand. Lord, I need Thee every hour. Through this pilgrim land, protect me by Thy power. Hear my feeble plea, dear Lord, look down on me. When I kneel in prayer, I hope to meet You there. Blessed Jesus, hold my hand. Let me travel in Your light divine, that I may see the blessed way. Keep me that I may be wholly Thine, and sing redemption songs someday. I will be a soldier brave and true, never firmly take my stand. As I onward go and daily need the foe, blessed Jesus, hold
Music, the memories, and now more photos. This is a tribute to a very, very special young man. He is a young man that was part of our family. I was trying to remember. Tori met Brian when she was in college. She immediately was in love and took a path that went together and then apart because she moved to Alaska and then back together. And I found this is crazy, y'all, but this says exactly what life really is. Love doesn't make the world go round. Love is what makes the ride worthwhile. So when you think about, risk it, take a chance, fall in love, spend time together, do the things that you want to do the things that you enjoy together. And Brian was there for Tori when we lost her mom. Brian drove down from Kentucky. He was a Kentucky boy. He was a Kentucky boy through and through. Never lived anywhere except the little county where he grew up and spent his life. He was always there for Tori, and I will forever be indebted to that because he helped her get through the hardest days of her life. Now I'm asking y'all to help her. Just pray for her. Give her some of your strength. She's going to need it. She is really struggling, and it is a struggle that is real because tomorrow's not going to change. Brian isn't going to come back. There aren't going to be any more phone calls. It's going to be life without the person you planned your life with. That is very, very hard. So today, to each and every widow who has made it through this, and I was explaining to Tori last night, she said, Nanny, I just think he's going to come back in the door. And I told her, I said, I buried my husband on Sunday. And the next Saturday morning, very, very early, I heard a diesel truck pull into our driveway. And I jumped out of the bed and I ran in the kitchen to start fixing my husband's breakfast. I'd buried my husband 5 days before that. But in my mind, he was still there. He wasn't. And I looked out, and it was my contractor coming there to see about some work we were doing on the house. And he happened to drive a diesel truck. There will be moments that you will hear them, you will see them, you will feel them. And the only way to ever see or feel them again is to be in the presence of the Lord. So get it together, get your life together, make a commitment to receive Him, and then you will get to see your loved ones again. And I said, that's the only thing that brings comfort to us, Brian's family, super good Christian folks who raised this child right. He got to see his parents again. And even though he's absent from us, he is in a better place. So please pray for Tori. We're going to end with one more song by Mr. Ellijay, and I'm so thankful that we had all this good, comforting music. Here we go.
I'll bet they're singing in heaven tonight, 'cause Jesus just called to find one home. I gave my mom a temporary farewell today. I held her hand and watched her fade away. Out among the angels to heaven's peaceful shore, to be with our sweet Jesus and live forevermore. Mommy went the way she always wanted to go, from here to there in just a moment's glow. She didn't have to suffer, she just drifted off to sleep. into the arms of Jesus, forevermore to keep. And I'll bet they're singing in heaven tonight. They're gathered in join hand in hand. I know the angels are filled with delight, 'cause they've got my little mommy in the band. If there's someone with trouble singing sweet harmony, she'll help them on the part just the way she used to me. And if someone needs a friend just to sit and talk with them, she'll answer every call, even if it's 3 a.m. Yes, I'll bet they're singing in heaven tonight. They're gathered in on heaven's shining shore. I know the angels are filled with delight, and Mom won't be alone anymore. I'll bet they're singing in heaven tonight, 'cause Jesus just called to find one home. Yeah, Jesus sure called